Good evening, John. This is your coffee machine, the Breville Oracle in silver, model number BES990. Just trying to adjust the screen. Okay, so in the video, I'm just going to do a quick espresso shot, show you that the machine works fine, and maybe teach you a few tips and tricks here and there if you haven't used a machine like this before. So this is Breville's top of the line model. I'm sure you already know that. It's fully automated, makes it really easy to get a good espresso. So it's at the moment it's turned on, and it's up to temperature. Usually when you turn it on, like when you turn it on randomly during the day, it'll take five to 10 minutes to reach temperature. The light here will be blinking, and when it's solid, I think that means it's up to temperature. So you can set this machine to wake up in the morning for you, or turn on it automatically during the day, so that you don't have to wait for it, which is very good. And you can keep it on running throughout the whole day, so in case you didn't want to bother with turning it on and off. Sorry, I'm just trying to clean a little bit of the dirt here. Okay, yeah, so currently it's got some water and some beans, so it's ready to make a shot. The grind size is pretty much the only variable that's non-automated on this machine. Everything else is. So you just have to select the grind size. At the moment it's 26, and that's just how how coarse or how fine the coffee is. Smaller means finer, smaller number. At the moment it's at 26. I've tested this before with the beans that I'm using, and it's about the perfect flow. If you make this finer, the coffee will be slowed down. If you make it larger, the coffee will be quicker to come out of the handle, I mean. So if this is the number one variable you need to change if your coffee is too slow or too fast. Assuming you're using good beans. I mean, if you're using good beans, that's going to make life easier. Obviously, the fresh beans will taste better. But if you're using stale beans, actually it'll make life difficult, because it's the coffee will be really watery, and like it'll come really quickly out of the handle. So that's one sort of sign that your beans are old, is that if the water is very watery, the coffee is very watery. Okay. Yeah. So I like to begin my sessions with a blank shot. So just to warm things up, pressing the brew button. So there's three sections of this screen, other than the main menu. And there's the settings menu, which has the demo and all the settings that you want to play with. But in the main menu, when you select your drink, there's grind on the left, brew in the middle, milk on the right. This is very self-explanatory. With the grind, you just touch it to start grinding, or you can actually put in the handle and twist it, it'll grind as well. Brew is where you press to start brewing the coffee, and there's a hot water tap underneath as well. So you can actually make Americanos with one button. So you can just put your cup or mug, it'll give hot water, then give espresso in like one button. You don't have to move the cup, you don't have to do anything else. That's hot water. Oh, if you wanted hot water for like tea or something else, this is handy as well. You can actually change if it's a single or a double, and these are always, you can always customize your own drink. So there's the standard ones, and you can always make a drink. So if you want your coffee a certain length, if you want your milk a certain temperature, you can change that in the settings. And yeah, here's the milk on the right. You press this, you need to put the wand down, press this down. I recommend giving it a purge, so just to get all the steam, all the old water on the inside out of the steam wand. Just give it a quick purge, like a 1 second purge should be enough. And now it's, you put in your milk, you put in the jug here, it'll do everything for you. It'll do the texture, so how much air in it, and it'll also do the temperature automatically. It'll stop. And when you take it out, wipe the wand. It's very important to wipe the wand. And you push the wand down, it'll actually clean itself, which is very smart. It has like an auto clean feature as well. So we're not going to be able to make milk due to the time restraints. You're probably on the way now, but we'll make a quick espresso. So I've got beans. They're standard beans. They're not the most expensive beans in the world. They're actually the Aldi brand. They're quite cheap, but they do brew nicely compared to other brands that I've tried. This is not sponsored, but yeah, if you want something cheap and decent, try the Aldi beans. This is a double basket, and I'm using this scale just to measure how much coffee I'm dosing. You really don't have to, I just like to be specific. This is a double basket. You also get a single basket and other tools all tucked in here. So cleaning disc, milk powder, other brushes and tools. Obviously also get your milk jug, your knock box, and the paperwork. So all the instructions and everything you need, and also the original receipt, believe it or not. So the original receipt from the Good Guys is here. So I will include that just in case beyond my warranty period. If you have any issues, you can try reaching out to Breville or Good Guys. Breville is fantastic with their customer service. I've heard stories that they will support customers for 4 years beyond the 4 years from the year of manufacture. So any issues, just give them a receipt. Tell them, hey, what's going on? This is a very expensive machine, and they'll probably help you out. They really take care of their Oracle customers. But of course, if they don't come through, I'm always here to help. Hopefully not anytime soon though. Yep, so here's the handle. You can touch the button to grind or just do that. Okay, so that's my coffee. I'm just gonna twist it in case any loose coffee comes out, and I'll do that on the bin usually. So your machine doses 18 grams, which is quite good. 18 to 20 grams is what I get on these machines. You can increase or decrease that by messing around with, like there's a screw inside that you mess around with to increase or decrease the amount of coffee that you get. At the moment it's fine, I think it's good. And grind size 26. Let's see. So now the machine is up to temperature. I've already done the rinse, the blank shot. So the blank shot is where you press. I actually forgot to do that. I've done that before the video. Is where you, before you put the coffee, you just run some hot water without any coffee in the handle. Press the brew button for like 10-15 seconds. It'll run hot water through the system. It'll heat up your handle, your cup. It'll clean as well. So it's a good step to do. So I've already done that. Coffee is ground. When you twist this, try to go at least sort of dead center. You don't have to push it all the way. I mean, you can, but you don't have to. You don't force the machine. It's quite tight as is, especially with the little wear and tear that it has. It's a bit tight still. I'm also going to use the scale here to measure how much coffee comes out. Again, you don't have to use a scale. I just like to be specific and accurate with things. The machine will dose by time, so if you want to make it go for longer or shorter, you can adjust that in the settings here, or if you make a custom drink. So let's see. This should give us about 40 grams. I'm not exactly sure, but it should give us about 40 grams, which is double of 20. That's very nice flow. As you see, it should be nice and slow like that. Maybe a little bit slower. So if I want to make it slower, I would reduce the grind size by maybe 1 or 2 steps. So this looks really good actually. So let's measure. This is 45 grams. So very nice. It's about 2.5 to 1 ratio. So as you see, very good crema, very good colors, and the flow is nice and smooth. Maybe a touch faster than I would have liked. Again, these are not the freshest beans in the world. If you use freshly roasted beans from the cafe or the roasters, you'll probably get much better flow and much better flavors. But this is not too bad. Yeah, this is not too bad. With the steam, temperature, texture, touch. Very easy, and when you take it out, usually it cleans itself. So you want to wipe the wand and then push it down so that it can clean itself. As you saw, it will purge out any milk on the insides to keep itself nice and fresh. And just one more step I like to do before, after the coffee as well, is another blank shot. So this time just to clean up the head from any coffee grounds or oils, or the handle as well. So it's a good step. If you didn't want to take this to the sink or something, so just you turn it off there. That's it. That's an espresso. Very easy. And yeah, the machine is in very, very good condition. It's like spotless on the inside. Any issues in the next month, feel free to message me. I'll help you out. And even beyond, feel free to message me and any questions or concerns. I'm more than happy to help. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the machine. I'll stop talking for now. I think you're like knocking on my door in the next 2 minutes. So I'll see you then. Cheers.